Good morning, friends. I welcome all today's lecture on the rising of the moon. It was written by Lady Gregory. The original name was Isabella Augusta Lady Gregory. It was meant for first year students, prescribed for first semester students. Let's first we discuss about the introduction of Lady Gregory. Isabella Augusta Lady Gregory. She was born in 852 and died in 1932. She was born into an Anglo-Irish landlord family at Roxborough, County Galway in Ireland. That is the place she was born. She belongs to Anglo-Irish landlord family. She worked with, she was a prominent Irish playwright, folklorist, and theatre manager. She, she wrote many works on Irish playwright. Irish. She belongs to Ireland. That's why she focused on Irish tales and Irish stories. So her main subject was folks. Her background of the stories depend on folk, and she worked as a theatre manager there. She worked with W.B. Yeats to establish the Irish Literary Theatre and the Abbey Theatre, and is considered to be one of the most important figures in the Irish literary revival. W. Yeats was one of the greatest writers of modern age. She worked with him, both established Irish literary theatre and also the Abbey Theatre. So these both persons were popular in Irish literary revival. She was influenced by the legends and folk tales of the area. She generally influenced by the legends of Irish and also folk tales of the area. She belongs to that place. She wrote several plays for the Abbey Theatre. Some of them were among the most successful at the Abbey in its earlier years. You all know the theatre means their plays were performed and the spectaculars, many members attend the theatre to see the live performance in the theatre. So our works were very famous in that theatre. Many people attracted to see her works in the theatre. Later in life, Lady Gregory wrote extensively on Irish mythology and folk material and brought out volumes such as a book of saints and wonders. It was written in 1906, and also the Kiltartan history book in 1909 and the Kiltartan wonder book in 1910. These are the three works were famous to her credit. She brought out during that time. Lady Gregory was a sympathizer of the Irish Republican cause. Even though she was born into a social class that identified closely with the British rule, she main focus were she is a soft corner of Irish Republican cause. Her convention to cultural nationalism is emblematic of the many changes that were to occur in Ireland during her lifetime. There are many changes and many occurred during her lifetime uh, as a writer. She focused on mainly on Irish theatre. So, coming to our lesson, The Rising of the Moon. The play, The Rising of the Moon, has the Irish struggle for independence as its backdrop. The main theme of the Rising of the Moon is struggle for independence. Irish struggle for independence. That is the theme in this Rising of the Moon. It is a backdrop to produce a Irish movement. The Irish Republican Army, the Army of the Irish Republic, and various other factions rose up against the British government and its forces in Ireland and demanded that Ireland be made into free country. Same as our India, how we struggle to get the freedom. In the same way, even Irish people also fought for to be free from the clutches of British people. The play projects two central characters. In this um, Irish movement backdrop of this play, there are two important characters in this play. The sergeant, who represents the state, and the patriot, a fugitive who is fighting for independence. There are two characters he crafted in this story. One from state representative, the another one is a patriot who fought for Irish movement. In the beginning of the play, the sergeant is shown to be rather desperate to hunt down the fugitive and pocket the reward. These two characters face each other, and the patriot successfully converts the sergeant to his cause of independence. In the end, the sergeant helps him escape the law, survive, and keep the struggle alive. This is the theme of the Rising of the Moon we are going to discuss. Then we move on to main text, the summary. Without wasting time, we will discuss the summary of our lesson, The Rising of the Moon. On a moonlight night at an Irish wharf by the sea, three Irish policemen in the service of the occupying English government posted up wanted posters for a clever escaped political criminal. They were deployed to catch the criminals uh, near the sea. The scene opens here. Convinced that the escaped rebel might creep to the water edge to be rescued by the sea, they all hoped to capture him for the £100 reward and perhaps even a promotion. If anybody catch that criminal, we will be awarded and will be given £100 reward. Perhaps also one who catch a person was awarded with a promotion also. So the sergeant sent his two younger assistants with the only lantern to post more leaflets around town, while uneasily he kept watch at the water's edge. So the sergeant sent the two members to catch the these criminals in that area. Uh, then a man in rags tried slip past the sergeant, explaining that he merely wanted to sell some songs to incoming sailors. When there is a person come across with a sergeant, so he explained to the sergeant about he is only sell some songs to incoming sailors, so I am not a criminal. The ragged man identified himself as Jimmy Walsh, a ballad singer. When the man headed toward the steps to the water, the sergeant stopped him, insisting that Jimmy live by way of town. So when the sergeant stopped Jimmy and said, "Live by way of town," trying to interest the officer in his songs, the man sang a few ballads to the protesting sergeant, who wanted only to keep the area clear so he could catch the fleeing prisoner if he appeared. So, to divert the attention of the sergeant, he sing a songs. Then he ordered the man to leave the area immediately. The ragged man pretended to start toward town, but stopped to comment on the face on the poster, saying that he knew the man well. The ragged man pretended to start toward town, but stopped to comment on the face on the poster. When he come across a poster on the wall, he trying to say something about that poster, and he said he knew the man well. Interested, the sergeant changed his mind about sending the ragged man away and insisted that the stranger stay to furnish more information about the fugitive. So the sergeant requested that person, you said already about that person, so you should stay here and give more information about that fugitive. The ragged man described a dark, dangerous, muscular man who was an expert with many weapons. Then he hinted at previous murder of policemen on moonlight nights, exactly like the present one. So during their conversation, the ragged man described a dark, dangerous, muscular man who was an expert with many weapons. Then he also described the murder of the policeman on moonlight, exactly like the present one. During that time also this situation like this. So he trying to explain to the subject. Frightened, the sergeant gladly accepted the ragged man's offer to stay with him on the wharf to help look for the escaped murderer. So even ragged man stayed there, and both are looking for the escaped murderer. Sitting back to back on a barrel in order to have full view of the dock area. They are both are hiding in the barrel and to see, observe the dock area. Full view of the dock area. The two men smoked pipes together to calm the sergeant's nerves. The two men smoked pipes together to calm the sergeant nervous. The sergeant confessed that police work was difficult. During their conversation, the sergeant explaining the work of a policeman, how they are facing the difficult situations while they are discharging their duties, especially for family men, because the officers spent long hours on the dangerous missions, so they should away from the family and also work many hours to spend long hours on dangerous missions. Accompanying the sergeant's lament, the ragged man started to sing a traditional sentimental song about lovers and the beautiful Irish countryside. So, when with the sergeant, the ragged man started to sing a beautiful song about it was about a traditional and sentimental song, particularly about the lovers and the background of the Irish countryside sceneries. Then he began a nationalistic ballad about a legend. In the when he is singing, he diverted his lines to nationalistic ballad about a legend person and also oppressed old Irish woman named Granule. She is a famous revolter. She fought for many years for the freedom of the Irish country. The sergeant stopped him, protesting that it was inappropriate to sing about Irish oppression when political tempers were flaring between Ireland and England. So the sergeant warned the ragged man to stop to singing the song about a Irish movement. That is not the appropriate time now to sing a song, because there is a struggle, political tempers between Ireland and England. His ragged companion replied that he was only singing the song to keep up his spirits on their dangerous and lonely watch. So, why I am singing here? To encourage you and to keep up your spirits on their dangerous and lonely watch. Then the ragged man grabbed his chest as if the forbidden singing was necessary to calm his frightened heart. So the pitying sergeant allowed him to continue his ballad, but he has been singing continuously and also try to attract the attention of the sergeant. Again, the man sang about the fabled Irish martyr Granelli, but this time he inserted the wrong lyrics immediately. The sergeant corrected the man and sang the proper line, revealing his knowledge of a rebel song, even though he was supposed to be loyal to the English rulers. And again the ragged man sang about the fabled Irish martyr Granule, but this time he intentionally or not, but he occurred some wrong lines about the martyr. Immediately the sergeant corrected the lines and and sang the proper line. It is a surprise to the ragged man, also the singer himself. Even the sergeant is loyal to the English rulers, but he know the song of the martyr. The ballad man slyly began to probe the sergeant's memories of former days, when, as a young man, the sergeant loving sang several traditional Irish ballads, including Granually. So here the ragged man trying to memorize uh, Sergeant memories of former days, and how he lovingly sang several traditional Irish ballads, including Granually. Confidentially, the sergeant admitted that he had sung every patriotic ballad the ragged man named. So, after some time, the sergeant revealed his secret. I had sung many songs about a Irish movement. As you sang, I know every bit of your songs. The man suggested that the sergeant and the fugitive perhaps shared the same youthful memories. So both are sharing their youthful memories. In fact, the escaped prisoner might even have been among the sergeant's close friends in their young days. When the sergeant admitted the possibility, the ballad man described a hypothetical scene in which the sergeant joined in with those former singing friends to free Ireland. Therefore, the ragged man concluded it might have been fated that the sergeant would be the pursued instead of the pursuer. So both are sympathetic about the Irish movement. So they're trying to remember their youthful memories. Both are sang a beautiful songs on Irish movement. Caught up in the hypothetical scenario, the sergeant mused that if he had made different choices, not going into the police force, not marrying and having children, he had the fugitive could well have exchanged roles. The possibility became so real for him that he began to confuse his own identity with the escape and imagined himself stealthily trying to escape, violently shooting or assaulting police officers. He was startled out of his reverie by a sound from the water. He suspected that a rescue had at last arrived to carry away the fugitive. So he helped the ragged man to escape from that scene. Startled and struggling with his heretofore suppressed sympathies for the rebels, the sergeant threatened to arrest the escapee and collect the reward when his young police companies approached. If he catch the person, he was awarded and he will be given promotion also. He protested that his own rebel sentiments were buried in the past. Slipping behind the barrel seat they had shared to hide from the nearing officers, the fugitive called on the sergeant's love for Ireland to keep his presence secret. But even sergeant have the sympathy about the Irish movement, but as a duty is discharging to catch the fugitive. But here he helped the ragged man to escape uh, him from the two other young officers. Quickly hiding the fugitive's wig and had behind him, the sergeant denied to his subordinate that he has seen anyone. He has seen anyone when the officers insisted that they stayed to hide their superior on his dangerous watch. The sergeant gruffly rebuked their noisy offers and sent them away with their uh, um, sent them away with their lantern. So here the sergeant tried to divert their attention um, uh, to away the scene, see that ragged man. So he helped a lot during this. But instead of, if we catch the person, he was awarded. But he has a sympathy about the Irish movement. That's why he helped the ragged man. The escaped rebel gratefully retrieved his disguise, promising to return the favor when, at the rising of the moon, roles would inevitably be reversed between oppressors and oppressed. Quickly, he slipped into the rescue boat. So he helped a lot, and then a ragged man slipped into the rescue boat, left musing alone on the moonlight wall. The sergeant thought of the lost reward and wondered if he had been a grateful. So he thought himself, he is a fool. If we catch him, he will be given a more reward and also promotion. In spite of this, he helped this man to escape from that scene. So at last, here the gist of the play is the rising of the moon as the Irish struggle for independence as its backdrop. The Irish Republican Army, the Army of the Irish Republic, and various other factions rose up against the British government and its forces in Ireland and demanded that Ireland be made into a free country. The play projects two central characters: the sergeant who represents the state, and the patriot, a fugitive who is fighting for independence. In the beginning of the play, the sergeant is shown to be rather desperate to hunt down the fugitive and pocket the reward. These two characters face each other, and the patriot successfully converts the sergeant to his cause of independence. In the end, the sergeant helps him escape the law, survive, and keep the struggle alive. In this way, the Irish movement was going during that time. So this is the Rising of the Moon. It was written by Lady Gregory. I hope you understand very well, and keep on reading this lesson and write down main points for your exam point of view. So all the best. With this explanation, I wind up here. Thank you very much.